Alicia says to step out on faith. This is a woman who knows all about faith. The 2008 recession left her family broke, and a breast cancer diagnosis made matters worse. They lost their business. Her husband had to move out of state to find work, and that's when she found the rose. Of course, how she found the rose is a story all into itself. During this episode, you're going to hear about Alicia and her husband and their deep dive into faith. You'll also hear the importance of staying positive and how their martial arts gym inspires young children to pay it forward and support the Rose. Help us share the mission of the Rose by subscribing to Let's Talk About Your Breast on your favorite podcast platform and by sharing with your family and friends. Let's Talk About Your Breast, a different kind of podcast presented to you by The Rose, a breast center of excellence and a Texas treasure. You're going to hear frank discussions about tough topics, and you're going to learn why knowing about your breast could save your life. Hey, so Alicia, tell us about your life before 2008.
Yes, I'm coming from Spain. I'm actually from Spain. My husband is from South Korea. I came with my husband together to New York City. We were living in New York City for 10 years, working hard in New York City, in Manhattan, Broadway. After 10 years, we moved to Oklahoma with our first child. After 10 years of long waiting for our first child, we moved to Oklahoma, and that's where my husband started his own business. His business grew from 5 employees to 250 employees, really big.
Wow.
Yes. We were really happy. I had another 2 kids there in Oklahoma, 2 more kids. So finally I have 3. At the age of 39, I have my last one. That's a daughter, Natalia. Mm-hmm. We were happy, like any other family with a good income over more of the 8-figure stage. But we were happy. We were good in those moments.
And then, now how did you get to Houston or to Texas?
That's a good question. That's when the 2008, almost 2008, we came here because the business was not going so well. Mm-hmm. We had to move here. We moved here. We thought that we don't know why we are coming to Houston, but probably that's the main point, that we have to start over the business again. My husband started his business again. And that's when 2008, the Lehman Brothers, crashed on the industry. Mm-hmm. So we had nothing. We went all the way down, rock bottom. We lost everything. We lost the house. We lost the business, all the employees. And that's where everything started.
So there you went from being incredibly successful, incredibly normal, yes. Life is moving along, and then 2008 that really destroyed a lot of businesses.
No, we didn't have, all our savings were gone because we had to survive.
Yeah.
My husband could not get anything from the retailers or anything from, he did a lot of importing business, so nothing from China, overseas. There is no money, so he could not do anything.
Very hard time.
I haven't had flashes now.
No, yeah. It was during that time, right, that you discovered you had a problem with your breast?
Not yet.
Not yet.
In 2008, many things happened. About not only that, we almost lost the house, like I was talking to you. Also, my mother-in-law passed away. She was the prayer warrior in the house, in the family, and that was really bad for us. I mean, and for me, it's the only mom that I had here. My mom is in Spain, so my mother-in-law was my warrior for me. It was really difficult in those moments. So also my mom left, passed. Not only the business, not only my house was in a stage of nothing, everything. No insurance.
Now move to the time when you were diagnosed.
Yes. Routine checkup.
Oh, routine.
Year checkup.
Okay.
This happened to be a doctor. We did not have insurance, so anyway, I have to do it. Every year, a woman has to do the routine checkup, breast checkup. this doctor happened to be more conscious about your breast when they touch and they feel the lumps. And he did tell me, you have a lump in your left breast. So I said, how did that happen? I had last year another test and nobody told me anything. And he goes, I don't know who was the past doctor, but maybe you could have it maybe from a long time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So from there, he did the biopsy, and the biopsy came out positive. Mm-hmm. That's when we surrendered to God, and that's when everything came out. The doors were opening by then. The Lord came to us, and I got born again. Those moments, that's when everything happens.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So, Alicia, was that the doctor you knew wasn't right, or did you go to another doctor? I found that part of your story so
the
fascinating.
gynecologist gave me a card for just surgical
Mm-hmm.
surgery, to have a surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to this doctor to have surgery, but when I stepped in there, I thought that this was not the procedure. I don't think this is the place. Something was telling me that this is not the right place. And also I was conscious about our money. We don't have money. How am I going to pay for all this?
Right.
And actually the front desk lady saw us, that I was talking to my husband. I said, I was telling him, if you want to stay here, you stay, but I'm not staying here. I don't think we could afford this. This is not good for me. I don't like it. I have this feeling that this is not the place. So I got up, and the front desk lady gave me the rose card.
That is such an incredible story. My gosh.
Such a humble place, and such a good place that everything started from the rose.
Yeah. And what you just said, though, is something I always encourage women. Listen to what your intuition is telling you. Listen.
Yes.
Yeah, because you knew something was not right. And if you had not paid attention to that, then it would have been a very different outcome.
And I don't get it, how the front desk, the girl who was working in there, how she was hearing. I don't know. I looked really, really desperate. Because by the time she just got up, probably she had those cards in her pocket, because she was working for a surgeon. Nothing to do with the rose.
Right.
So she got it from, who knows?
Who knows?
Bag, her pocket, and gave it to me and said, maybe you want to call them. Maybe they can help you.
So tell me, when you called, did you find your navigator then, or was it, what happened then?
We call, actually, before that, we just took a step of faith. We just got born again Christians, and we just say we have to try all the things, all the doors. We have to open, we have to start. So we took a step of faith, and we called first MD Anderson. And MD Anderson, if you take just one day visit, is like $25,000. So that was closed, that door. So the next door was the Rose. In the Rose, we call, and they said, come over and let's see if we can help you. And we went the first time, and something happened with the schedule. I don't know exactly, but we got mistaken on the place. But we took the step of action. We went there instead of just waiting in the house for them to call us back. But we just went. And once we were there, they were saying, I don't think this is the place where you have to be, because they call you from another office. And I told my husband what I want to do. And someone got in the phone, and they were saying, Aaron and Alicia are here. What am I going to do with them? And suddenly she said, I think they want you to go to the other office. And that's what we came to the other office.
Now I understand. Yeah. Because our navigators were here.
Yes.
At this office.
Yes,
right.
yes.
And was Sally your navigator always, or did you have several? Or
no, Sally from the beginning.
And so you were already diagnosed.
Yes.
You already knew you had breast cancer. You thought you were going to have surgery. But without any money, without any insurance, there was really, you were trusting.
Yes.
Yes, you were walking out in faith.
With faith.
And found the rose.
Exactly.
So now take us through that journey, that part of your journey.
It was very difficult. thanks to the rose, I had my treatment every day. When I went to chemo, they gave me a liquid of a cocktail of 3 colors. It was red. It looked like a devil red.
Yes.
But for me, I just swallowed it like it was the blood of Jesus. For me, it was just how it was. I just lay down in there and wait for the chemo to finish.
Oh.
There were many times that I saw women around me desperate, like I was in the beginning. They didn't know what to do. Their faces were down. They were crying. I did not see hope in them. So many times I just got up and talked to them about Jesus, or talked to them about their eyebrows, or why do you have that handkerchief? I don't like it. Why do you wear this one? Give them a little bit of love and joy more than anything. And that's the way I passed all my days, all the year that I was with the chemo and later on the radiation. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, at home was very difficult. My husband, we did not have an income, but my husband found a job thanks to one of our friends who called suddenly saying that we need you. Maybe you can come to New York. He denied 3 times, like, I'm not going. My wife is sick. She has to do surgery and she's doing a chemo now. And how am I going to leave her alone with the 3 kids at home? And at the end of the day, in August, my husband, I started in January, all my treatment. In August, my husband had to go to New York. We have to eat. We didn't have anything in the house. So he went to New York and he was working in there every 2 weeks, commuting to see me. But in the meantime, I was alone with the kids. My youngest one was 2.5. The second one was almost 4, and the first one was about 8. So they were very little, very small. Mm-hmm. Church people helped me a lot with the food. They brought me food. But the rest of the days and the mornings and the evenings, I was alone with them. I used to take my little one to kindergarten, and I couldn't even pull her in the car. That's how weak I was. Oh. And the pain that I had in my breast because I had the surgery.
Right.
And I was just in tears, just driving to take my daughter to the preschool. Mm-hmm. But, the day was beautiful. I had to continue to survive. The Lord is giving me this life. I still have blood in my body because of something. I have to rely on that. I have to give my kids what I know about Him, about Jesus. I cannot leave them alone. I mean, I have to just go and fight for what I believe. Mm-hmm. And every day was difficult. Every day was another day. I just got up and thank you, Jesus, I'm here. And let's see, how can I help you? Maybe not now, but maybe later. With all the money that we did not have credit cards. We did not have any incomes. So it took us a long time to recover. After all the 12 months that passed of my recuperation, we have another 10 years of recovering the debt that we had. And my husband thought that probably we can do what I like, which is the Taekwondo. And I said, go ahead and let's start. Now I have no fear. Let's do it. Nothing. I mean, we have the life. We can do it. And we start our first business. And of course, the debt was still there. So 10 years. And every single day I was thinking about the rose. This magnificent place, this humble place, the people in here who helped me going through. Thanks to them, I'm here. And every single day with my husband, we were talking about we can maybe donate something. Maybe all the merchandise that we lost, that we have all this business and maybe we can give it to them. We have hundreds of custom jewelry because he used to import custom jewelry. Ah. We have hundreds of pieces of custom jewelry of pink color and purple color. So, and my husband was saying, what do they want to do with that? We need something more solid. So, okay, we wait, and finally we could give. Finally, after more than 12 years, probably I think it's 30 now, that we gave back with our Taekwondo, with our gym.
When you're talking, Alicia, I just think of all the things you just told us. First of all, you were helping other women at a time when you were pretty sick.
Yes,
and you
yes,
were
I know.
going through your own treatment.
Exactly.
So you found some kind of comfort in doing that. You
Yes, in the
shared
Lord.
what strength you had.
Yes, I could not see negativity around me. I have to just fight for the life that the Lord gave us.
Right, right.
I know I could just touch His words in the Bible, their truth, their faith, their positivity. So I cannot help it if I am in radiation, just sitting in there and the ladies are around me and they are eating chocolates and muffins. And I said, girls, don't eat that. That's pure sugar. The cancer loves sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't like them. They didn't like it, but I just have to say it. I have to help them out. I have to,
Right, right.
Yes, I don't
So
want to
many
see you
people
coming
don't
back.
know that.
Yes.
Right, right.
I don't want to see you come back. I want to see you happy, and we want to be happy, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no negativity around me. I had to let go of my friends. They were not helping. They were just giving their own advice. The TV, everything that I watched in the TV was nice music, good, handsome actors.
Mm-hmm.
I could not see anything bad around me because, the scriptures are love, and love is what we have to give.
Right, right.
Faith, love, and joy.
And so now you're gradually building the business back, but you
Yes.
went into another business. Now explain that to me.
Yes. Well, we just opened the third one
Mm-hmm.
not too long ago. After all, it's a little difficult, but still, I still help behind the scenes. In the beginning, I was in the front desk for a few years, but later on, I figured out with my kids still young, I cannot leave them alone again. It's
Right.
going to be the second time for me. It's my thinking. It's a mom thinking.
Uh-huh.
Even though they are teens, I cannot do that. They have to be with mom. I have to help them out, even though I work in the house.
Right.
But they have to be with me. And that's when I just work in the house in the computer, ordering stuff, a little bit of accounting here and there. And finally, yes, our business grew. Yes, the Lord helped us.
All right. Now tell me again what the business is.
Taekwondo.
Okay. Say it again for me, real slow.
It's a martial arts, Taekwondo.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm not going to try that one. No.
after we opened that business, I worked hard in my black belt. Now I'm 55 years old. So when I was 50, I got my black belt
Whoa.
in Taekwondo. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
It was difficult, very, very difficult since, you feel like a puzzle, all your body, you have surgeries here, surgeries there, you have a little bit of this, a little of that, and every time you get up in the morning and you have to go to train, you just think, will I be able to kick? Will I be able to say the numbers high? Because Master Um wants the numbers high. He wants confidence, he wants a discipline, he wants this and he wants that. And all those things, in the morning you just get up and you say, Lord, let's do it again and again and again. And I got my black belt after that. And
So now
I'm
do all
happy.
your children have black belts?
All of us.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
all
A
of us.
family full.
Family.
Yes.
So the Lord bless many ways, inside, outside, credit cards. Finally, I have one credit card. I didn't have any. Yes.
So now you are 12 years out?
I started the treatment in 2011.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
12.
So I mean, you're past that 5-year mark. You're past that time. You are. You
Yes.
can wave the flag and say, "I'm a
Yes.
survivor. Here I am."
I am.
Yeah.
Because of that, many things came after, your bones and your menopause and your things. But what can we do? Life is like that. If it's not like that, if it's not that, it will be another thing. Because life for everybody is hard.
Yes.
Everybody. There is no way it's always in pink.
And you said something very important too about sometimes our friends may mean well,
Yes.
but their advice
Exactly.
isn't always the
It's not
best.
exactly.
Yeah, and it takes a lot to tell a friend,
Yes.
I don't want you around. I mean, that
Exact-
took a lot of courage.
Actually, yes. The friend that I had, she was close to me because I could not say like that. I just did not answer the phones for many times, and not too many phone calls, not too many messages, and little by little, we disconnect. And
Yeah, and sometimes that's the only way to do it.
And it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
So many decisions you made there, but it sounds like every single hard thing you had to do, everything that you had to decide on, you were doing that in this incredible faith.
Yes.
That somehow you were being taken care of.
Yes.
And led.
I took a step of faith from the beginning of going to the surgeon, and because of that surgeon, I got the rose.
Yeah.
Step of faith.
Oh, yes.
Everybody has faith. When you get out of your house is not going to get the roof on your head. That's faith. If not, you don't get out of your house. So it's a little bit farther than that. You have to always think in that faith. It's always with you.
Oh, yeah. And you have to nurture it. You have to acknowledge it.
Yes.
Or it'll go away.
Yes.
Or it'll go missing and you can't find it.
When we got born again, that's the first thing I got. I wanted to read the Bible so much. My husband wanted to sing. I don't know what happened with that singing, but he only wanted to sing.
And he's a good singer?
Yes, he's okay. And I wanted to read. I like to read the Bible, the scriptures. And that's, like you said, you have to be into it.
Okay, so now you're back. You're through with your treatment. You've started another business. It's growing. You're thinking about the rose. And you're saying, what can we do to help other women?
Yes, not only giving jewelry, right?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
In many ways. For me, just a gesture of love, just helping them with a nice smile, with a nice hug.
Right.
Women, we can help them in many, many ways. And the Rose is doing an excellent job with that. I hope I can always help every year.
Well, we're delighted. I know that when our staff went out to the event, and this was an event that involved
the
breaking
bell
boards.
Bell test. Well, it was not a bell testing. It was a board breaking. Kicking for a miracle. We did call.
Oh, so great name!
The little ones, the moms, buy their boards $2-3 at a time, or they buy as many as they want. If dad and mom want him to really get satisfied that day, and he can break even 10 or 20. So they were breaking boards. Shannon was there, and one after another breaking boards were.
And that raised an incredible amount of money. I mean, who would have thought?
Yes.
I think it was $4,000 first year, 4 or 5.
Yes, something like that.
And now you've had it 2 times.
We had
3
it
times.
The second time. Second year.
Yeah. And it's an amazing amount. It was like over $12,000, right?
It was nice.
I mean,
it was nice.
You know, we don't have grants that are that big. I don't know that we ever tell you how much that means to us when folks like you, and especially someone that understands what we do and has been helped by the Rose. I mean, that just means so much. But, when we write a grant, it might be $5,000. And then we have to write many, many, many more. And then when someone says we're doing an event for you, and it's such a unique event, and raise
fun, right?
so much money, yes.
Because the little ones are involved, the little ones are loved. They're incredible. The little ones are everything.
And just imagine now, what if some of those little ones actually go, that's what we're doing. We're raising money for something. Yes. And from the very young age, they learn, how to give back.
It is so good for them and for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I will tell you thank you many times over that. You do not know how much that means to our ladies. That money goes directly to women just like you to get them through, to, get our navigation people done. And oh my gosh.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing that we could help.
So are y'all surprised that you raised that much money?
Yes.
Oh.
We waited until last minute. So they were counting and they were telling us the amount. Yes, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was good.
Now, obviously, you've talked to lots of women. Obviously, you've helped them and encouraged them. But now, over this podcast, what would you say to women who are diagnosed feeling very low, I can't imagine anybody feeling much lower than you during that time, but you still found that spark, that faith, that...
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
I said if you got up in the morning, you see you could stand up, or you can even sit on your bed, just get up. The Lord is waiting for you. He's there for you. Just get up.
That is so good.
Because I remember times when my tears are coming out. I was doing the chemo. So I just extend my hand and I say, Lord, I'm here. Remember that I was drinking his blood, the cocktail of 3. Right. So, Lord, I'm here. Because my port was in the right side. And the right hand, the righteous right hand, got up. And, Lord, I'm here. I got up and one more day. That's the only thing I will tell women. We all have instincts. We have a mother instincts. We have a husband's instincts. We have so many instincts in our bodies, and we are the foundation in our house. Either you are single or married, but you're a foundation of something.
That's right.
Just get up and function well. We have that strength. We can have kids. Come on. If we have kids and men don't have kids, we're stronger. Come on.
Well, we believe that here at the Rose, but
I want to believe it.
Yes. But I also know your husband was an incredible source of your strength during that time.
He was with me.
He was there.
His knees every single moment.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks to him. Yes.
And you had waited a long time for those children.
Yes.
So you had lots of reasons to keep getting up every day.
We are 30-something years married. So I speak Korean, he speaks Spanish, so imagine those many years, how many things we learned.
Yes.
So,
oh, my goodness. Yes. Well, we are so pleased to have you here today. And, you are the picture of health. So you obviously are following all the things you're telling women to do and not do.
I've tried. This year I started to do weight training.
Oh.
Because I have, with all these hormone things, I have osteoporosis. But so I have to cover the bones because my husband said, you go someplace and you just trip and you will break yourself. So, all right. I started to do weight training. Very difficult. Very difficult. I think that was more difficult than getting up and go and do your chemo.
Oh.
Because it's something new that is different.
Yeah.
And I started to do the muscle training 2 days a week. And the rest of the days I walk on the lake. That's it.
Oh, well, that's good. You're exercising. You're learning something new. You've conquered cancer.
I have to be here. I still plan, if the Lord let me, I have to be here for my grandkids, for all the women that are around me, for everyone who gets close to me. I just want to give a hope on them. I want to embrace what I learned, what I know.
Well, you certainly have your life's mission.
Yes, thank you.
In order, ready to go. And we are so happy that you found the Rose.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, however you want to say it, whatever you would say to a woman in Spanish.
Hola chicas, ¿cómo estáis? Soy Alicia. He tenido cáncer en la mama izquierda hace 12 años. He tenido la mastectomía, que la llaman. He pasado toda la quimo, he pasado la radiación, me han hecho implante en el pecho izquierdo y me gustaría, chicas, daros este mensaje. Me encantaría que siguierais, os levantáis en vuestros pies, por la mañana os levantáis, si veis el sol, o aunque no lo veáis, si podéis levantaros en la cama, sentaros, aunque solo podáis estar sentaditas, os levantáis, si podéis dar un respiro, eso quiere decir que tenéis vida. Esa vida es la que el Señor quiere que tengáis. Os levantáis y funcionar en ese día. Señoritas, quiero que os levantéis. El amor de Dios está con vosotras. Recordar su amor, recordar que estáis aquí solo por Él. La gracia que Él nos da las fuerzas para levantarnos cada día. Así que os quiero mucho y un bendito mensaje para vosotras. I love you, girls. Bye.
Tell me what you said.
The same thing.
Basically
all the same
things.
If you have breath, just get up in the morning and stay in your feet.
Alicia, your husband's been here this entire time, and I can see when I'm asking a question, he says, shakes his head, or he does something different. So I'd love to have a chance to talk with him. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
Hi.
So, hi. So, we are just amazed at what you've been able to do and how much money you've raised. And so, tell us what happens on that day.
Yeah, it's a very humble moment for me to whole process how we are doing it. We are talking about kids age of 4 years old, 5, 6, 7, 12, all the way to adult student that we have. Those students, we talk about become a black belt is not only kicking and punching. And one of the example is, where can you find all those good kickers and punchers? You go to jail, and they are really good at fighting. You have to have life skill first before you become an expert. Mm-hmm. One of the things that we do is we are teaching our students to become a leader. Leaders need to help others. Others gonna follow him and follow them, and that's how you become a leader. That's what one of our principles that we are teaching our students. Now, this is great opportunity for us to help knowing the roles, how really we are we experience the real thing, and we experience how much change our life, opening the source of getting healed. Attending the medical treatment whenever we didn't have even insurance. So it was really great opportunity for me to teach my experience, my testimony to our students at the same time, and they are going to be part of it. What we do is we are going to offer them board breaking, test demo, and then every time they go to the next rank, they need to break the certain thickness of the board. It's getting thicker and thicker. Okay. And now they can purchase for $5, $6, or whatever we come up with that year, and they purchase as much they can. So some parents, and I'm going to go to the breaking, and then they purchase more, or it could be 2, 1 piece, or to all the way to 10 or 20 pieces even. And we also encourage some parents to go out there with a letter and invitation, and they go out there and their families, friends, and neighbors, and they are going to collecting money and to help the cause mm-hmm. that we are doing that event. And looking at that day of the board breaking, one day we are going to give some record, and then we are going to share with you guys. It's really humbling moment because we see all students line up. We do demo team. Our demo team comes and they do their breaking. They also whatever they are breaking, they donating. Mm-hmm. I break the boards, and we all do that, but especially when I see those 4, 5, 6 years old kids are breaking for cause, and that's what we call kicking for miracle. That's a really humbling moment. At the same time, feeling really good and proud of all of them that they are doing. I explained to them with the Shannon, the last speech that I was sharing, kids, whatever you're doing today is making changes. You are doing somebody because of your little donations, and we are going to make some difference in this society. We are living crazy world now, but there is hope. This mm-hmm. is the hope that I'm witnessing right now.
Oh, absolutely.
So it was fun thing today. The last thing that I remember, we raised this time 6,700 something, and second year, and some parents, last minute I'm going to announce, she ran to the front desk and she said, you know what, hold on, I'm going to match to $7,000. So she matched the money the last minute, and then they ran to me, and then we have to change the check, and then we just pull out and wipe out, and then we change it to $7,000.
Oh, what a great story. Really yeah. So you get all the family involved.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And this breaking of the boards, they've had training? They know how to do this?
This is what we train to them. Every rank change, they earn their new belt. Uh-huh. They have to break certain different techniques. So everybody has different favorite breaking. So this is the time that we encourage them to break your board with favorite technique. kicking, punching, or spin kicks, and whatever you want to do, let's do it.
Oh, I see. And how many students do you have now?
A little over close to 600 students. We are opening now third school, and our goal is expanding and then giving this right principles to our next generations. And my calling, we feel, Alicia and I, we feel like our calling is changing next generations. And I'm not missionary to go out there and then frontline, but what I can do from here is doing things that we every day see the transformation. Kids that who struggle with ADHD, kids that who comes. In the beginning, I was thinking that our business is going to be competition, go to Olympics and pursuing all that kind of fancy stuff. And I changed because revelation came to me. And then one day realized instead of 10 best athletes going to Olympic, I rather helping 99 students who is struggling with ADHD or focus or confidence issues and heartbroken with other sports. And we start helping, we see the differences in transformation every day. So it's just really great experience. And part of this journey is also helping others and helping organizations like real organizations. That's what I say to my students. This is a real thing. We experience the real thing. And I hope that more people can help them. And because I see a lot of people working with some causes so important, and a lot of people don't know about this.
I know, and you're spreading that word for sure. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate this, but what a great philosophy to think you're really changing the world for this next generation. I loved what you said about leadership, about how this practice really builds leadership.
Right.
That is something few of the sports focus on. You know, it's all about team.
All about winning, all about, beating other teams up. But it is important for the most important thing in life. If you don't have something that you cannot give, if I don't have no dime, I cannot give one dime to other people. And it is important for them to build that right principles so they have so much confidence, so much to share, so that others can get benefit and they become a leader. So that's the
fascinating
idea.
Yes, I've never heard of that. That is so fascinating. So one of your favorite stories, tell us that again.
Yes. It was last year fundraising moment, and this year was $3. I mean, $3. There is $1 story and $3 story. But one of our students, he was like 6 years old, and he came and we had this little box that also we not selling the board. Somebody just want to put some extra money. We do that, and this little boy come and then, Master, all I have is $1, and he just put the money in the box. And I said to my staff members, take a picture. We're going to just share this experience with everybody else.
Yes.
And end of Shannon was there last year, and I highlight him. And he put the $1. But that moment, I couldn't. It just came to emotions, and I started crying because I couldn't hold it. That $1 means a lot. For everything changes. $1 changes for everybody's life. So, and that's how we start everything, right? So this year, somebody came with the $3 bill, and then this is another $3 bill experience.
Oh, great story. Yeah. Great stories. What would you say to husbands in your own language who are helping their wives through this time?
All right. 남편의 입장으로서 어떤 와이프가 힘들 때 우리는 남자들은 자기네 머슬, 그러니까 우리의 힘으로 모든 걸 해결하려고 그러는데 그거를 하지 못할 때, 내가 내 사랑하는 사람한테 주지 못할 때, 내가 그것을 해결하지 못할 때 남자들은 굉장히 힘듭니다. 이럴 때일수록 하나님을 믿어야 되고 우리가 갖고 있는 우리의 믿음으로 이어나가야 합니다. Every day. 매일 아침, 매일 저녁 우리가 할 수 있는 이런 기도와 그리고 사랑하는 사람을 우리가 위로하고 기다려주고 참아주고 할 수 있는 것이 우리가 가장 할 수 있는 힘이라고 생각합니다.
And what did you say?
I said to we as men, we try to use our muscle, especially I'm martial artist and I love taking actions, right? But sometimes this beyond my muscle, beyond if when my wife had went through the difficult time, I was frustrated so much of not being able to help her, and I cannot cure her. I cannot make changes our future. I just have to completely surrender before someone greater than me, which was my God. And that was the only resources that I had, and that's the only solution that I had. It takes patience and prayers and support. And especially it's a matter of your loved one. So that's what I say.
Wow, great advice.
And when one is going through that situation, nobody knows what is that feel like. And when we went through that difficult time, like my wife was saying, because of God's presence we got born again right before for a reason. And if we didn't have God, I don't know how we went through this, survived through this difficult time. And I'm truly believing that people, since we got this experience, and when I go to some family who lost somebody or tragedies, I'm not taking this lightly. I cannot just say, I understand what you're going through. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we truly don't understand what they are going through. But the most important thing is being with them, right? And being silent, sometimes you don't have to say anything, but being with them is very encouraging for someone who is going through a difficult time. I think it's some same way, the humble way of little donation from $1 to $5 that we are collecting money, and the roads. I saw big number of check downstairs, somebody donated. But for me, this little help, little things that we do is truly believe that it's making some differences.
Well, I'm going to tell you, that's not a little bit of help. That's a lot of help. And you're also being here today. My gosh, you're helping us to share the story of the Rose, to share success story of survivorship. And for you to have lost everything, and now you're in the work of your dreams. I mean, this is magical work.
Yes.
There's
no greater feeling that you do something that you love and you see the result positive way. Especially is matter of our next generation, and they are the one who are going to carry this country. They are the one who are going to change someone's life by helping others. So
that's it.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Great advice. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for joining us today on Let's Talk About Your Breasts. This podcast is produced by Speak Podcasting and brought to you by The Rose. Visit therose.org to learn more about our organization. Subscribe to our podcast, share episodes with friends, and join the conversation on social media using hashtag Let's Talk About Your Breasts. We welcome your feedback and suggestions. Consider supporting The Rose. Your gift can make the difference to a person in need. And remember, self-care is not selfish. It's essential.